What if the future of blockbuster entertainment isn't on Netflix or in a movie theater, but is being built right now in a warehouse in North Carolina? Hollywood's reign has lasted for a century, but its entire business model is being threatened by a new kind of media empire. Let's look at the landscape. In recent years, the entire North American box office brought in billions of dollars. Meanwhile, the creator economy is already a massive global force, projected to be worth hundreds of billions of dollars within the next few years. This isn't just a shift, it's a media war that Hollywood is losing. Here's how. The Hollywood problem. For 100 years, Hollywood has operated like a medieval kingdom. It's a castle surrounded by a deep moat, with massive studio gates that only a select few are ever allowed inside. The business model is built on one thing: control. Control of the ideas, control of the distribution, and control of the talent. If you want to make it, you have to play by their rules. That usually means years stuck in development hell, eye-watering budgets, and a bureaucratic process that moves at a glacial pace. But here's where it gets interesting. Take Netflix's smash hit, Squid Game. The original series was a global phenomenon, but it still took them over 2 years to get the reality show spin-off, Squid Game, The Challenge, out the door. In Hollywood's world, that's actually considered pretty fast. But in the new media landscape, 2 years is an eternity. While the legacy studios were carefully planning their next move, a YouTuber saw an opportunity and beat them to the punch. And in doing so, he exposed the fatal flaw in Hollywood's armor: its inability to move at the speed of the internet. The creator's solution. His name is Jimmy Donaldson, but you know him as MrBeast. In 2021, just months after Squid Game aired, he dropped a 25-minute YouTube video called $456,000 Squid Game in Real Life. He spent a multi-million-dollar budget, partly funded by a sponsor, to meticulously recreate almost every set from the show. He then got 456 people to compete for a life-changing cash prize. The video wasn't just a viral hit, it was a statement. It achieved a level of immediate, explosive virality that a traditional streaming release is simply not designed for, racking up staggering viewership numbers in its first few days alone. And this is where Hollywood should be worried. MrBeast didn't need a studio's permission. He didn't need a multi-year development deal. He had an idea, he had the resources from his own media empire, and most importantly, he had a direct line to his audience. He proved that a single creator could produce a spectacle that rivaled a major studio production in scale and viewership, but in a fraction of the time. While Hollywood was still booking meetings, MrBeast was getting billions of impressions. This one video was the first major shot fired in the war between the old guard and the new. The new scale of production. If the Squid Game video was a shot across the bow, Beast Games was a declaration of war. In a landmark deal, MrBeast partnered with Amazon Prime Video to launch a massive reality competition series. The numbers here are just staggering. The show featured 1,000 contestants competing for what was billed as the largest single cash prize in television history. To pull it off, his team built a colossal set in Las Vegas in a matter of months, a logistical feat that would make most Hollywood producers' heads spin. The production was so massive, it reportedly broke dozens of Guinness World Records, including for the largest game show cast ever assembled. This wasn't just another YouTube video. This was a production on a blockbuster scale. It went on to become one of Prime Video's most watched unscripted series ever, proving that creators weren't just making viral videos anymore. They were building media franchises that could compete with, and in some cases, surpass, anything coming out of Hollywood. But scale creates a new problem. It's not just about money, it's about the model. This isn't just about big budgets, it's about a fundamental difference in the business model. Hollywood runs on a top-down system. You pay a monthly fee, and you get access to a library of content. The studio owns everything, and you're the paying customer. The creator economy is built on community. As of early 2026, MrBeast has hundreds of millions of subscribers on his main YouTube channel alone. These aren't just passive viewers, they are a deeply engaged community. He doesn't just make money from YouTube ads, he has major brand partnerships, and more importantly, his own vertically integrated businesses. His snack company, Feastables, generates hundreds of millions in sales, and his total annual revenue is estimated to be in the hundreds of millions. He owns his audience, he controls his revenue, and he reinvests a huge chunk of that money back into his content, creating a self-sustaining growth flywheel that Hollywood just can't copy. Studios are beholden to shareholders and quarterly earnings reports. MrBeast is beholden only to his audience's attention. This is the new playbook for media dominance. And if you want to understand the business breakdowns behind the biggest players in the creator economy and how they're disrupting entire industries, make sure you subscribe because we're just getting started. The Hollywood counterattack and the creator weakness. Now, Hollywood isn't just sitting back and watching its kingdom crumble. The old guard is adapting. The fact that Beast Games is on Amazon Prime Video is proof of that. Hollywood is figuring out that if you can't beat them, you absorb them. They're trying to harness the power of creators by pulling them into their world. It's a smart move, but it also shines a light on a potential weakness in the creator model. When you play on Hollywood's stage, you have to start playing by some of their rules. The production of Beast Games was hit with controversy. Multiple lawsuits were filed by contestants with reported allegations of unsafe working conditions and inadequate pay. Public criticism also emerged, pointing out that in the mad dash for spectacle, the show sometimes lacked the deep, character-driven storytelling that makes the best reality shows so compelling. For some, it felt more about engineering shocking moments than crafting a truly satisfying narrative. This is the central tension. The creator economy thrives on a feeling of authenticity. But when you scale up to a massive production with corporate partners, the logistics, legal teams, and sheer complexity can challenge that independence. The show is a huge hit, but it also raised the question of whether creators can maintain their soul when they start operating at a Hollywood scale. The media war is far from over. Hollywood still holds immense power, a century of storytelling genius, a global infrastructure, and a near monopoly on prestige, long-form content. But for the first time in its history, the throne is being challenged. The old guard is now on the defensive, forced to play on a battlefield it did not create. Creators like MrBeast have forged a new model, one that's faster, more agile, and built on a direct connection with an audience, proving they can match Hollywood spectacle and dominate on speed and engagement. What we are witnessing is a historic transfer of power, and the next decade will decide who controls the future of entertainment. Will Hollywood learn from the creator playbook, or will its attempts to absorb the competition sanitize the very authenticity that made them powerful in the first place? And can creators scale to these incredible heights without losing the soul that got them there? The battle lines are drawn, and the ultimate prize is your focus. Because in this new world, attention isn't just a currency, it's the only kingdom that matters. This is the front line of the new media war, and the story is evolving in real time. To understand the strategies, the stakes, and the next big move, subscribe and join our ongoing analysis. The battle for who controls the future of entertainment is just beginning.